No position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the Old Horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the LSU Tigers, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll go to the ground. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Buckeyes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Right down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain.
That's a great job getting the first down by that guy. He's a big-time weapon. He's got the speed. He's got everything you look for in a wide receiver. And it's funny, you think about Ohio State football. Back in the day, Woody Hayes running the ball 3 yards in a cloud of dust. But recently, they've been recruiting playmakers at the receiving position because this offense has changed. It's now up-tempo. They're now throwing the ball vertically down the field. And they've had so many guys go in the first round in recent years. This dude right here fits that mold to a T. Love watching this guy play.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Here's a heat. Takes a shot as he lets it go.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. Couldn't do it on that last play.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Just keeps slinging it. Finds his tight end. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
Really nice job by the defense there. You're trying to force the quarterback to throw the football in front of you and allow your guys to square up and make a tackle out in space. You got to force the ball carrier to do something special after the catch. Not able to do it there, so really nice tactic by the defense.
This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the wideout. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
Coaches talk about it all the time. We're going to be aggressive. Well, they were aggressive on that first drive. They go for it on fourth down. No dice. Now you put your defense on the field. I like the aggressiveness, but now you got to deal with some of the consequences.
Snap it to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Makes the grab down the middle. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Looking to throw on third. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
We always talk about yak, and that was third and very manageable. They were just throwing the ball to the sticks, just trying to pick up a simple first. But when you've got playmakers like that can do things after the catch, any play could be an explosive one, and you saw it right there. Tremendous job getting it to him early, and he does the rest.
Lets it fly. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
On that RPO play, I don't hate the decision by the quarterback not to hand it off and throw it deep down the field. I just don't like the throw. Not an accurate throw. He never got his feet back underneath him after riding the running back and not handing it off. He's got to do a better job with his fundamentals to hit that throw because that play was there to be made.
Here comes 2nd down, and this crowd is turning it up a notch. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Timeout, LSU.
Third down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. From the gun, wants to pass. He wants it all. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
On that third down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on fourth.
And they decide to trot out the kicker. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Field goal is good. Wait a second, there's a flag on the field. Let's check that one out. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The Tigers have it with a first and goal. On the option. Quick toss. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Back to pass. Going for 6. Touchdown, Tigers. Quick strike through the air for the score. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game.
And one of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Motion from the wideout. They go to the ground. To the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
You know, good running backs are the ones that can make things happen in small spaces. That running back there found his lane, he found his crease, and there was no hesitation. He got north right away and was able to make a big-time play.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. Guys, LSU has the lead here, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Back to pass on second down. He's got an open man. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. One of the great programs in the history of the sport, sort of built on the running game, but these days, Ohio State defined by explosive pass plays.
Yeah, and you can call yourself whatever you want. A lot of people claim different things like wide receiver U, but when you look at Ohio State in the past several years, going back 10 years probably, you could pick so many big names of guys who have been superstars, not only at the college level, but also at the NFL level.
And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
I'll tell you what, when you drop back and you know you got that slot work in the middle of the field and you know how fast he is, you just wait for him to come open, throw that strike, and you know he'll take care of the rest. Nice throw, nice catch.
To the air on second down. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
It's just part of playing the position, and that's an interception this young man's going to learn from. That's the first interception he's thrown in his college football career, and guess what? It's probably not going to be his last. You got to turn the page and learn from it.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Motion from the wide receiver. Give to the running back. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wants to go up top. Fires to the right. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, complete pass.
Hang on, Swoopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. Hit as he throws. Grab near the marker. It's Morton. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. So you think quarterbacks are all about glory. How about taking that shot and getting rid of it just in time?
He did a great job hanging in there, being tough, and more importantly, I think, as a quarterback, surveying the field, looking downfield, nothing open, making the right decision.
The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. On the run, it's Tootin. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Immediately fires to the middle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
And the Tigers are at the line looking to convert on third and short. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. The Tigers are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. Direct snap. Oh, he's got a chance. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Tigers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds his target down the middle. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. The new popular phrase for a favorite team not really coming out of the gates quickly is that they're playing with their food. There are a lot of peas being pushed around the plate right now, guys.
Yeah, Reese, they've been stumbling around. They've been making mistakes and shooting themselves in the foot in this game. But, David, I think you also have to give credit to the underdog in this game because they're just playing with more intensity. They look like they want it more.
Oh, dude, when you come out the gates in the first quarter, it's adrenaline, it's passion, it's being talked about as the underdog. As this game goes on, can they keep that intensity up? Right now, they're doing a heck of a job.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Morton. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Tigers in a good spot here with second and short. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Caught behind the line. It's Morton. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Listen, if I'm a QB, second down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable third down. But when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back, got him on the ground so fast, the running back had nowhere to go.
Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
Timeout, LSU.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. They'll try to run for it. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Down and one, and they'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Quarterback may change this route. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Fires to the big fella. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. Looking to fire. Now adjusting. Uncorks one to the middle. Catch inside the 25. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. From the red zone, looking for a space. pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Throwing right. Makes the catch. He gets it in. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Well, obviously, this has been a defensive struggle the entire first half, so how big was it for the offense to score a touchdown their last possession of the first half, get an opportunity to tie this thing up going into halftime? I think we can expect a lot of the same here in the second half, but no doubt, huge for their confidence offensively.
He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. He gets a block. Oh, what vision. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. No guts, no glory. Caught it in the end zone. Didn't hesitate for a millisecond to take that thing back, and boy, did it pay off.
And this is why kickoff returns are so exciting. There's so much space between you and the other team flying down the field. The only time you're going to be provided that much space, and you could tell he knew what to do with that space. Kicked on the Jets by Felicia.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 23. First down. Bringing the heat. Still looking on the move. They get him down after the scramble, but he's able to pick up a few and turn it into a positive play.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Offense gets set for second down. Back to pass. Quarterback moving. Bought a little time, lets it go. Incomplete. Man, oh man, is that one this junior would love to have back.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit, and when they get hurried, when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. Another incompletion on third down.
I know this offense came out here in the second half hoping to build on their one-possession lead, but after that incompletion, I think the smart thing is to just kick it away here. Let your defense play and try to get it back to you without giving up any points.
LSU will bring the punt team on the field. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. Wants to return it. He only needs a sliver of daylight. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Okay, onto the field. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Throws to the wideout. He's got it. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And you know the line they kick around at Ohio State, Woody Hayes, forward pass, two of the three things that can happen are bad. Woody had dudes like this, he'd be spinning that magic bean all over this place.
You ain't lying. My, how times have changed. Now it is pass, pass, pass. Find explosive playmakers like this on the outside. Get them the football.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Quarterback making checks. Wants to keep it in the air. Flex it out of the air. He's run out of bounds, and they'll say he stepped out at the 27.
Coaches always tell their quarterbacks, you can't go broke taking a profit. You can't always hit posts and bombs deep down the field. If the coverage takes away throws downfield, just take what's underneath and let your receiver advance the football.
And the Buckeyes come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown Buckeyes! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And it's so underrated, the relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. Flushed out of the pocket. Slings it downfield. He's got him wide open. That defense got gassed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
And that's why this guy's a complete running back. He's good between the tackles, he can pass block, but he can also run routes. And we're not just talking about screens or swing routes. This guy gets vertical down the field, and he can run the route tree.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got his man. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on 1st down. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Looking downfield on 1st down. Had to get rid of it quickly. Just had to get rid of that with good job to avoid the loss.
And Finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Got a good one going here. All tied up in the third. It's 2nd and 10. They'll throw again after the incompletion. It's complete to the right. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. The Tigers are in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got him downfield. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. On the run, it's Morton. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th all tied up. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. They'll move the wide receiver. Quick release by the QB. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And it's right down the boulevard. That puts them on top here in the 4th.
And I think I like the call, man. You got an opportunity to take the lead in the 4th quarter. Go for the kick. He executes it perfectly. Defense, now it's your turn. We got the lead. We got to get a stop.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. That number 1 beside your name is a heavy burden, and when you're behind late, The weight of the world is on your shoulders. Finds a man on the right. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. The Buckeyes want to pick up the tempo.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo. Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it, but the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of them. Big play coming on 3rd and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. He turns that loose down the right side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's not afraid to go deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical in this drive.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. They'll go with a direct snap. And he's wrestled to the ground.
These are the ones in the stands where you get booed if it doesn't work. Why would you run the ball on 2nd and long? You stink, OC. Or you get the big applause and you're like, yes, nice job. Keeping the manageable 3rd down situation. Good call. So tough spot to be in 2nd and long. Nice answer. Nice run by the running back.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. Off the play fake. Scrambling away. Fires on the move. And it's intercepted. A huge 4th quarter play for this defense. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16. Out there. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple. Turning it on! Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Would they go for a big play on 1st and 10? They'll ride the hot hand. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. It's complete to the left. Great job in this 2-minute drill as he gets out of bounds, keeping the clock on their side as they're trying to pull it out. They'll run it from the gun.
And this offense has got to get somewhere, right? That's a couple plays in a row. Like, the clock is their biggest enemy. So we got to find a way to manufacture, push the ball down the field, make something happen with that clock running out.
Throws for the tight end. Wide open downfield. And wisely gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They've got the first down. Now in plus territory and a chance to save themselves.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now.
And that would be the definition of first down success, putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll try the left side. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious.
Ohio State.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. From the gun, the give, looking for room. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
And how about this offense deciding to run the football, be physical, find a hole, get downhill, Palmer, and get the first down?
Yeah, and it helps, too, when you've got a running back like this guy. He just knows how to fall forward and get those hidden yards. Big weapon in this offense.
And a touchdown here would not only give them the lead, but in the 4th quarter, that ramps up the pressure. Quarterback looking for just a crack on the sneak. Touchdown, Ohio State! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
Really good execution by this offense. Late in the game, under a minute, score to take the lead. It's what you draw up. It's what you dream about. But now, my defense has to go on the field and get me one more stop.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot. That's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Pulls it in. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down. This upset bid has been brewing since the start of the game, seemingly, and they are in a world of hurt at this moment, guys.
Yeah, keep the pedal to the floor, right? Don't let up. You've done a great job. You're the perceived underdog. You've taken control of this football game. Jesse, you got the formula right now. You got them right where you want.
Yeah, they've thrown caution to the wind in this game, right, David? I mean, they came in knowing they'd have to take some chances, and they'd have to be open and free, and it's worked to their advantage. Now's not the time to get tight if you're the underdog winning this game late.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Looking up top, and time is of the essence. Complete to the left. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. This tight end just creates matchup problems no matter how you try to defend it.
How about the catch radius on him, too? So as a quarterback, you don't have to be perfect when throwing it to him. You just got to get it somewhere in his vicinity, and he can come up with the catch.
And obviously that wasn't a great play for this offense, but the defense did their job. They flushed him outside the pocket. But nothing worse than getting tackling in bounds or throwing it for a 4-yard gain, letting that clock tick. Nice job throwing it away, saving as much time as you can.
Oh, they dial up on second and a long way to go. Looking to pass, and they don't have a lot of time to work with. That's reeled in. It's Morton. He'll be knocked out of bounds at the 29. Hang on, Sloopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on third down. Looking to throw for it. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Tigers! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
Man, you talk about finishing games with a purpose, with a plan, executed to perfection, taking almost all of the clock, executing brilliantly down the stretch of this football game, making plays, and taking the lead late in this ball game.
This one's big to make sure they can't beat you with a field goal. And it's good, and he's got the lead up to 3 late. So a drive there of 82 yards. And what a way to end it with what is likely the game winner in the final seconds. Takes it inside the 25, and he'll bring it back. They finally get him stopped after he maneuvered his way to the 42. They'll start this drive from the 42. looking for a physical attack from the gun. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has